I'm Lynn May. We've been listening to some incredible people who are helping kids with some of the toughest challenges, special needs. In today's world, you don't often hear about the struggles of blind people. The organization Visions has been helping the blind for an impressive 88 years. They help give blind students the tools they need to live full, successful lives. You are about to meet some terrific people from Visions. Nancy Miller, Executive Director and CEO, who's been with the organization since 1971. Natalie Marc, a remarkable former participant and a current mental health counselor there. And student Andrew Zhang. Now, Nancy, what kinds of things at Visions do you teach your students?
The idea is that every blind student is capable of doing everything a sighted student does, but differently. Right now, there's a 70% unemployment rate amongst blind people. Imagine that. We get upset in the sighted community if we have a 6% unemployment rate, and yet amongst the blind population, it's 70%.
Now, Natalie, how did Visions help you become more independent?
Oh man, in so many ways. When I was in college, I went to Hunter College, so they provided a orientation mobility instructor to come to my school, and they taught me how to go from one class to another, how to find a restroom, how to find the cafeteria, how to find the independence that I was taught as well, the independence that I needed to be able to navigate around the campus, and it was just a really great freedom.
And what I understand is that Visions really does a good job with technology and helping people who are impaired. How did Visions get you there?
Yeah, so with technology, Visions provided me with computer training. So if I'm reading an essay, I can use the keyboard commands to control the screen reader. So I'm able to surf the net, able to play on YouTube, do research reports for when I was in college. It's my life. I'm able to pretty much be on the same level as some of my sighted peers, just being able to use the computer.
Andrew, you lost your sight at a young age, and one of the goals of Visions is to help people get into the workforce. And you took a job at a snack bar. How did you feel about that experience?
It was definitely an eye-opener because before this, I had no idea what a job would entail. The commitment to waking up on time, getting ready, showing up, and actually being prepared. Everyone thought, what can this guy do? He can't exactly see money. He can't work a register. But no, I worked at a snack bar. I did work the register. I made coffee. I served snacks. I felt useful. It was the basis for many things to come, like other jobs I would eventually take.
But how has Visions taught you to be more independent?
At Visions, I met many other visually impaired people, and that is the most essential part of realizing who you are just by measuring yourself against other people. Meeting other visually impaired people also builds confidence in me as a person because I know I'm not the only one who's suffering.
Nancy, you have done this work for 40 years. I know you have favorite stories, but I also want a favorite story, and I want to know what drives you.
Very early in my career at Visions, I met a mom named Nadia, and she came to our overnight summer program, our center, with her son. Danny was diagnosed with a condition that probably would end his life in his early teens. What Danny loved to do was bike ride, and so he got to bike ride on our tandem bikes, and that was a thrill for him. He has survived his illness longer than any other child on record, and his mom says she's absolutely convinced that it's the experiences that he had at VCB and other programs that made the difference.
Do you know what's interesting about Vision? Usually people are asking for money because they don't have enough of it, but you need something else for Visions, and it's surprising. Visibility.
Yes. People don't think about blindness, or if they do, they don't understand it. And what we're saying is here you have this incredible potential. Let us teach you the capabilities, the abilities of blind people, not what they can't do, but what they can do.
I certainly hope that we can do some small part in helping more people know what you do and supporting your good work. Thank you so much for being here. Visions is doing important work at giving these kids back their independence. Visit AmericanGraduate.org and tell us how you plan to help in your community. Up next, we'll look at some groups that are using science and technology to keep students engaged.
American Graduate Day, a live nationwide outreach event.